All right, hello. How's it going? I think I'm live streaming now. I think I'm figuring out how to use OBS. I hit start streaming, but yet I didn't hit go live. So I guess I just as you can see, uh, wasted about 13 minutes of trying to figure this computer out. I'm gonna check here to see if I'm live, which it looks like. I'm gonna mute that real quick. But hey, I hope you're doing well today, and thank you for joining. Um, yeah, I spent the last 10 minutes or so thinking I was live, but uh, this PC was giving me some troubles here. I couldn't boot into Windows, but I think I figured it out, and hopefully once I hit exit here, we should be booting into Windows and seeing if this PC, which is using the minimum requirements for the First Descendant, and seeing if that'll run pretty well. So let's get out of here. Let me change this real quick. Looks like everything's up and running. I do not want to save changes and reset. Changed my boot priorities, everything. There's the ASUS logo, so that's a good start. And hopefully there's the Windows. Awesome. Alright. Is everything running properly here on Windows? The stream current bitrate is lower than recommended. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright. Booted into Windows, and yeah, get the game going, and hopefully we'll have some fun today. I enjoy, when I started a couple days ago, I think I played about 4 hours or so, and it was pretty decent. The game's got its problems, but for the most part, it was enjoyable. It was a nice, looter shooter type of game. And yeah, just gonna, dive into it again and just play for a little bit and have some fun here. USB is, for some reason, installing everything. And okay, there we go. Get out of there. Although I don't think you need to do that for there's an update. Oh Lord. Yeah, this is why I wanted to boot into Windows beforehand. Not enough. How do I not have 1 gigabyte of free space? I've got 20. Alright. This turned into playing the game to now we're gonna troubleshoot and try to figure out why. That's kind of odd though. Why would Windows think that a 1 gigabyte update is not enough space? How big is the First Descendant in the first place? It's only like 30 gigabytes. Yeah, 35 gigabytes. What else is taking up space on this PC? Oh Lord. Was there a update in the 2 days I didn't play it? Okay, so there's temporary files which you can delete, which usually is just updates, and hopefully that'll get it started. And do I have anything in my downloads? Yeah, just the AMD stuff. I can delete that. Same for recycling bin. And hopefully it'll remove 2 gigabytes and that'll work. That's really weird though. I guess that's the first hurdle for this PC. It's only like 120 gigabyte SSD, and I think this game only recommended like 50 gigabytes. Yeah, 50 gigabytes storage space available, which I technically had. If the game's 35 and I have 20 free, it's like the only thing on this PC, so I don't know why it wouldn't be. And then I think, actually I don't know if I can get off the screen while it's doing that. Do I have any other nonsense that I can delete? Dude, that's so weird. Why would it why would it not have enough space if it's only a 1 gigabyte update? 1.3 gigabytes. And the problem with Windows Update Cleanup is it's a good tool as it's purging, but unfortunately it takes quite a while for it to kind of do its thing. Alright, is there any other things I can delete on here? How do I have 50 gigabytes of apps in storage? Like, what else is on here? AMD software, kind of need that. Like, everything I've deleted. NVIDIA control, oh, I can delete that. Remote desktop connection. Let's see, if I just do this, will it uninstall? Or do I have to use... I want to uninstall it. Close and uninstall this. Which this is basically, I should have done this beforehand for the what is it called? There's software that does this pretty well. It's like driver uninstalling something, like DDU or something. Now, I wonder if this is a Steam thing, because it has to allocate like the same amount, they allocate the entire game, even though it's only 1.3 gigabyte, or if this is like... What? Why would it not allow? What is... Is there 1 gigabyte of shit in here? There is, okay. I'm not doing any of this, so... Alright, I got 25 gigs free. Let's try this again. Not enough what? So am I coming to the conclusion that 120 gigabyte SSD is basically obsolete nowadays. I think I might be. This is kind of crazy. I didn't realize that you can't even update a game with that's only 30 gigabytes because Windows takes up, half of it. All right, let's try this again. Dude, what? Why does it say I don't have enough disk space for... Not enough Nelsons. Let's see if Bing does it. That does not solve my solution. What? Okay, this, I just realized I'm using Bing. Go to Google. Stay signed out right now. Let me just put small update. Clearing the Steam cache can often... Settings, download. Okay, let's try this, and hopefully it'll work. Like I said, these are the problems for, entry-level PCs and just, I don't know. I did not expect a 120 gigabyte SSD to be a limiting factor. That's crazy. Even though this is the only thing installed on the game or on the PC. I think I should be able to re-download it if worst comes to worst, but if not, we'll see. Update pause, 1 gigabyte, and it's probably gonna fail again. Or not? Update fail. Because not enough free disk space. That is crazy, man. I have 25 gigs free, but yet not enough free space. Try clearing the cache again. The only thing I can think of is deleting the game and I guess reinstalling the game, which that would be not a nightmare, but that would be pretty or kind of silly just for a 1 GB update. Nope, I don't care about the Steam sale. The Steam sale. Oh, dude, this is this is ridiculous. All right, is there any other fixes besides re-downloading the whole game? Mm-hmm. Error is usually resolved by deleting the downloading folder inside the Steam apps and restarting Steam. Alright, I'll give that a shot, but if that does not work, might have to put this thing on pause here. Is it under Steam, cached? Where is the Steam downloads folder? Inside Steam apps. Let's see, is this like... No, it's only 65 megabytes. Shader cache here. Let's see how big is all this? Jeez, 36 gigabytes. I'm assuming... Oh yeah, because the game's under common. Yeah. Are we back? I think so. Freaking internet, man. Alright. Round 3, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm on round 3 at this point. Go. Come on, you got this. Not, dude, freaking not enough disk space. This is such a stupid thing. Like, why would it? I have 25 gigabytes free. All right. I wonder if I move the game. Let's see. Yeah, what is taking up 50 gigabytes of non-Steam stuff? Like, why? Is Windows really 50 gigabytes right now? Okay, can I delete like all this crap? How do I delete reserve storage space? Because yeah, there is 30 gigabytes of. I love how the first thing when you're looking at storage stuff, and the first thing it tells you is like, all right, there you go, purchase our 1 terabyte of cloud storage, because it seems like you're all out. This was not helpful. Why would it? Okay, so how do I delete my hibernation file and how to delete reserve storage? This is. I guess, yeah, I can go to disk management. Find the system reserved, right click it, and change the drive letter and path. This is not what I needed. Yeah, I wish it would let you. It should be able to. Yeah, I want to delete all the Windows storage stuff. That did nothing. Alright. Do I have to go into the command? I wish they would just I wish they would just have an option in Windows. Like the fact that it has all this stuff just to say enabled by default. It's like, dude, just I remember the times where just like Windows took up like 10 gigabytes like this, and that was it. Now there's an extra, 30 gigabytes of nonsense. All right. Alright, freaking command prompt, alright. Power CFG off. Complete your task and enable hibernation by running command on the command prompt, and you're done. I don't think that worked, but let's find out. See, this is freaking ridiculous. it's it's still just a 1 gigabyte update. Alright, let's see if that worked. At least it booted up quickly. Oh, alright, so worst comes to worst, I have a 500 gigabyte old school hard drive I can just plop in there. Okay, so now we have 30 gigs. Let's see if that works. I guess, well, there was 2 people here, but no. To answer the question, it looks like no, you cannot. Get some Daft Punk and Maple, whatever that is. It looks like no, you cannot freaking run. Not enough disk space. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's been 30 minutes trying to figure this crap out. Okay. So I think if I delete the reserve storage, I think I should be good. So, Mr. Biden. Are we streaming again? Dude, it's crazy. I think just Xfinity sucks. I have an Ethernet plugged in now, and I don't know why it is still not. It's still kind of cutting in and out. All right, let's Let's see if Dave M121 knows what he's talking about. So let's run command prompt. Hit disk part. List volumes. Okay, so that's not gonna... I don't think that's gonna work. That's another thing. What is taking up 50 gigabytes of storage on here? Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I hate how, like, I remember in Windows 7, it would tell you everything. Like, you know, the apps and, the apps, uh, it would tell you, like, every single app that you had, along with how big it was and where it was located on in your system, and now it's not. Like, this HP Smart, I don't need an HP Smart printer or Microsoft OneDrive, like all this bullshit. I wonder if it's all Microsoft Edge. That'd be pretty funny. I wonder if I can get rid of Game Bar. No, it doesn't look like it. Yes. Although I don't think you can get rid of... Oh, you can. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in here that would be... And these are all not on the system right now. Dude, why do I keep losing this? Do I have internet? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Yeah, because all of these are not 16 kilobytes, that's the thing. Maybe they are, they're because they haven't been installed. Who knows, I'll just uninstall them, maybe that'll fix it. backup Windows 7. No, I don't want to delete the recovery partition. That's not going to work. Virtus. Virtual. How do you spell virtual? Virtual partition. You don't delete the virtual or any door state on it. Select disk management, right click on disk, and then detached VHD. Okay. Okay, so go back to disk management. See, that's another thing. Like, why can't you just type disk management in Windows search and it just brings up search the web? Like, no, I want to search my computer. Disk. I think it's under disk cleanup. And then you can, no, you can't. How did I? Oh yeah, I was on the right click. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so right click on the disk and detach computer management. Where? What is this? Create a VHD or attach it. No, I want to detach it. That's a virtual disk, not a virtual hard or virtual memory. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, Mr. Nathaniel, let's see if we can, I could say Nathaniel. Type in Nathaniel on there. Let's see if this works. Okay, what did behavior set? Okay, it looks like it did it. I mean, it looks like it did something. 73 people said it was helpful, so. If I restart it and I've got 10 more gigabytes of memory, then it should work. Hopefully. All of this could have been solved by just having a bigger SSD or a bigger hard drive. No, that did not work. Oh, yeah, that would be playing the game already, but oh well. I did not expect this freaking. Dude. Alright, okay. So I've got this. I might just. Hmm. I believe this has USB 3.0, so we'll see. Do I have? Oh, I do not have enough free space on here. That's 15. That's 30. Grab another one, see if I do. Whoop. Worst comes to worst, once again, I'm just gonna grab a slow mechanical hard drive. Dude, did I dump the entire thing of Forza on here? Yeah, okay, so this is. The first. Oh, you have to update. Why? Okay, that. You have to update it to move the files. That is ridiculous. I wonder if you can manually move it now that I've created it. Okay, Steam library. Dude, this is. Alright, note to self, never download a game on 120 gigabyte SSD. You're just gonna be completely SOL. See how long this is gonna take. This might take 3 hours. No, that's not gonna work. It's only 30 gigabytes. That's a. Okay, let's see if I created the folder now. Let's see if I can move. Oh, is it gonna work? Okay, I have no clue what I did, but somehow it's patching all 30 gigabytes. Oh, I wonder if it's using. I think it's using the USB drive as a cache. It might be using that free space as a cache. Yeah, because now it's using, those little micro SD cards are around 100 megabits. Dude, this is this is so ridiculous. I don't understand why. It is like a perfect example of why Windows needs more options, I guess, uh, for storage, for the user to control storage, because it really is like it just doesn't allow you to do anything. Well, it doesn't allow you to manage it properly, at least. Like you shouldn't have to go through command prompts to delete, system files or do any of that. It should be like click settings. You should be able to interact with this instead of just googling everything and doing doing command prompts. Oh, I wonder if there is a way to get rid of that virtual memory. Because realistically, you don't need it. Especially if you're just doing one, using one app. And if you can't delete it, maybe, yeah, change the memory size. Because usually, another thing, it's usually the size of your RAM, which I don't know why it's 10 gigabytes instead of 8, because the system only has 8 gigabytes right now. Okay, this does not help. The system properties. There is no advanced tab on that, unless you do like Windows 10 Pro instead of the regular Windows 10. Click the Advanced tab and Performance option. Where's the Advanced tab? Like, this isn't even the Advanced tab. This is just, your regular system properties. This is like from Windows 7 as well. Just with like a new coat of paint. Yeah, this is not in the property dialogs box. Where's this dialog box? That's to search it. Let's go to performance options in here. Dude, this is insane. Why? Why would it not let you do that? That is insane. Okay. No, I do not need system information. Virtual memory. There we go. Okay, so can I change it to like 6 GB now? It says space available is 45 GB, but I don't think that's true. Okay, so it says I'll do 500 then. Okay, so it looks like I was able to change that, but I don't know actually. Yeah, restart later because of this crap. Oh, dude. And it's my own fault. I thought it would be good, but I guess not. Because like, why wouldn't it? Why it's so silly how a 1.2 gigabyte update needs 40 gigabytes of space. Like, what is that? What modern gaming is? Like, why is that such a problem now? Yeah, definitely think. Lesson learned today. You need more than 128 gigabytes to for you to actually, I guess, have a just one game installed. That is completely obsolete, and it's so funny because I see it all the time. with PCs installed, like being sold with 128 gigabyte SSDs. Granted, they're cheaper, but on Facebook Marketplace and like eBay and OfferUp and all that, there's still people are still selling, because they're cheap. You can pick up 128 gigabyte SSD for like 10, 15 bucks, and so they can put in the title gaming PC with SSD, and clearly here you can't you can't use it. That or you just the SSD is strictly for Windows 10, and your game drive is it's very slow 500 gigabyte or 1 terabyte hard drive. How much are SSDs? Let's look up 128 gigabyte SSD right now. That was 75 bucks. If I were to go to Amazon with all the Prime sales, yeah, 15 gigabytes. Yeah, one for, they're like 15, 20 bucks. And I see these all the time. Or someone put like a silicon power SSD in there. For reference, how much is, I think 256 is the next tier up. It's literally $2 more for the silicon power. Yeah, it's literally 128 gigabytes are completely obsolete, which is a shame, as I've essentially have e-waste, which is kind of silly. And then a 500 gigabyte SSD, 512, is around 30 bucks. I wonder, has it even downloaded the game? It's just patching it. What is the update? The client patch has been completed. What did they do? They fixed a crash and they optimized frame rate for the final cutscene in Fortress. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, you made my game completely unplayable. just for that. Yeah, so I guess I'll pick one of these up and just trade, or not trade, but transfer over Windows on this. That's such a shame too. 'Cause yeah, it's only a 1 gigabyte update, 1.3. I've got the space, but yet I had to cash out on a freaking SD card. That's that's so silly. Well, at least it's almost done. It's at 90%, so. It's at 90%. I'll restart the PC, and we should have less virtual memory. Let's see if it recognized that or not. No, it's still saying 10 gigabytes, but I think I have to restart the PC for it to do that. Now it's actually downloading. Oh, at 100 megabit. Fastest internet in the West. Alright, so let that finish updating, and I think actually I went to, yeah, all it did was freaking move it to my SD card. So now we'll see. Now we'll see if it can play off a USB 3.0 SD card. Which I think it should be fine, because I've played other games off of it. Like I played Fallout on an SD card for a while, and that worked. Okay, stream looks good. Yeah, I was having internet issues as well. I don't know why. I don't know why I was having internet issues, even though it's technically connected to an SD card Ethernet cable. Although, who knows? Oh, dude, it has to verify again? What? Didn't it just verify? Didn't it just do that whole entire verifying? Why is it to verify again? Properties, installed files. It still says it's on the C drive though. Hmm. Watch, this is gonna be all for nothing. It's gonna verify and like excuse me. It's gonna verify and it's gonna be like, oh, something happened. And at which case, I'll freaking I'll go to Best Buy or something, pick up a 256 gigabyte SSD and just do that shit or something. Because it's outrageous that it's taking me an hour just to figure this. For 1 gigabyte up. I'm still. I know I've said this a million times now, but it's a 1 gigabyte update that you can't install on your 100 gigabyte SSD. That's crazy. It still baffles my mind how Windows and Steam can't seem to allow that, but I guess I'm not keeping up with the times. Everything has gotten so much bigger. Like, I don't even think I can install Call of Duty on this PC, or at least on the SSD. Like any modern games, like even how big is Destiny? Destiny 2, yeah, it's Destiny 2 now. At least that went free. Yeah, 105 gigabytes. Dude, that's so ridiculous. Destiny's 100. How much is Once Human? I've been looking to play Once Human as well. It looks interesting. I know it's got mixed reviews, but the concept of it looks really cool. Yeah, 55 gigabytes SSD, highly recommended. Yeah, it looks like an MMO version of Son of a Forest, which I thought that was a fun game. Or I never played Sons of a Forest. I played the original Forest because that's the sequel that came out earlier this year. Some minimum specs on this. Yeah, I got that, and a 750 Ti 4 gigabyte. Did they make a 750 Ti 4 gigabyte model? I thought it was. I thought that was only 2 gigabytes. Let's see. 750 Ti 4 gigabyte. 4070 Ti. Yeah, so Tech Power Up says they've only made a 2 gigabyte version. And this one's a 1 gigabyte version. Oh, I guess there is. Gigabyte has a 4 gigabyte version. Whatever brand Onda is. Okay, I did not know that. It must be very rare then. How much are they on eBay? Let's see, 750 Ti. First results, 4 gigabytes. Now I'm gonna assume there's a lot of fake ones here. I don't expect. This is like the most counterfeited GPU on the market. It's the 750 Ti. Although a lot of these look pretty legit. That's good to know. Someone was selling. This is kind of random. Someone was selling a 1050 Ti that looked exactly like this. Although they've kept this model for a while now. But when I googled 1050 Ti gigabyte low profile like this, the 1050 Ti had a black PCB, but the one that he was selling looked exactly like this and had a blue PCB as well. So that's good to know that the blue one is a 750 Ti and the black one is a 1050 Ti. So I don't know if he's trying to pull a fast one or just ignorant of the situation, but it was cheap enough to where might have been a good deal, but at the same time, probably not. Like it erased some eyebrows. I didn't think it was legit or not, and I guess now I know. But yeah, it looks like I don't think it's worth spending 40-50 bucks on a 4 gigabyte model. Like this guy wants $80 for a 750 Ti. That's crazy. You can get like a GTX 1070. Oh my god. And I think this is one of the counterfeit ones. Let's take a look. It's got a little Japanese logo. Not that that is inherently, or Chinese lettering. Not that it's inherently counterfeit, but a lot of the counterfeits were rebranded like knockoffs. Did it 750 Ti had a VGA cable? I'm trying to remember. I don't think it did. What did the other one? It didn't. Yeah, because this is HDMI, DisplayPort, and DVI. And then this is just... Oh, okay, so this one does have VGA. Dude, what? Why is it installing now? To answer the question, if anyone's watching and reads the title here, it looks like no, you really can't. At least not on my freaking 120 gigabyte SSD. Like it just stopped. 2 days, 3 days remaining. One month, 2 months. I love how like why would Steam have like those metrics? Like, why would you have a metric of months as a ETA for a download? That's pretty funny. 1 year. Why would they have this metric? Who's leaving their PC on for a year to download a 30 gigabyte file? Okay, something obviously went wrong with Steam. So I am going to exit it. And restart it. Okay. Alright, let's see if that fixed anything. I don't think it did, but we'll find out. Okay. So it looks like it has to re-download everything. Dude, why didn't I should have just deleted it from the beginning? Why didn't it just do that from the beginning? Like, this is so silly. Alright, well, I'm not gonna sit here for an hour just to stare at a loading screen. Alright. I tried to fix this, but I guess a 1 gigabyte update stifled me, which is a shame. Storage. All right, let's see if that actually worked. It looks like it did, as there's 37 gigabytes free. But yeah, I don't. If I'm just gonna re-download it on the SSD. Okay, so hey, there we go. 516 megabytes. Okay, so that's good to know how to change that. All right, if anything, I'll have some freaking good information on changing your virtual memory and all this other crap. But for now, I think I'm gonna take a break, go get some lunch, and let this re-download again because this is it's a little frustrating, but it happens, especially when you're dealing with lower end hardware. Like it's crazy. I know I've said this probably like 20 times in the hour and 20 minutes I've been live, but it's insane how 120 gigabyte SSD is official. In my opinion, now this is nail in the coffin, 100% obsolete. Like there's no other way around it. Alrighty, I'm gonna let this download. Go get some lunch, and might be on later in an hour or so, or in 40 minutes. Oh, take care.